like
No, no. Only old people. Old and wise people. It's so lucky.
we came back to a very, very rainy house. Oh my goodness. So, what I decided to do was to just calm everybody down, put on the candle, put on a beautiful jazz music, and made a decision to make my usual all round happy good curry. So that's what I'm going to do for the afternoon. And then I'm going to unpack some of the books that I bought, and then while away my evening lost in one of the books. So I'm quite happy with the way the day is going. So I'm doing a design concept, preparing a mood board for a dear friend. So I'm just trying to gather inspiration, but Everest would not let me turn the page. He just simply would not let me turn the page. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with my life at this moment. I'm not sure why, and I can't quite put my hand to it. Maybe it's the changing of time. Sometimes it affects me. But what I decided to do today was to make one of my favorite dish, goat curry. So yummy. And I make it the authentic way, actually the way that I learned how to make it. So what I try to do is to measure everything so that it's quite easy. And that's my goat, all well washed with lime and lemon. And I use the traditional wet method. Actually, one of my former neighbors showed me how to make this dish, and I've been following the same recipe for a very, very long time. It's all in the browning of the meat with the curry powder. That's all. There's nothing complicated in it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of mental well-being and self-discovery. With the seasons changing and slowly migrating into the colder, darker months, what I try to do in my own self is to do more meditative practice. So practice my meditation, but I don't just practice meditation by sitting and doing or like most people. I mean, I can, but what I find works for me is meditating through cooking or meditating through sewing. I can sew very well. I'm not the best, but I try to meditate through doing the things that I like. And I'm here just making this good curry. I am actually meditating, just being a little bit more mindful, noticing things a little bit more, pulling myself to be present. If I seem to be lost in my own thought, I pull myself back to be present. So I use autumn to springboard my meditative practice, and that leads me through the winter months and most especially the January and Februaries of this world. Seriously, those 2 months, especially February. I know a lot of people keep saying January is long. No, I somehow find February very, 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 very long, even though it's the shortest month. So this egg basket, I bought it in France. So I went to France for a holiday like maybe 10 years ago, and I saw it in an antique shop, and I looked at it. It looked so cute. I'm like, I just have to get it, and I've been using it ever since. It's just so good, so really beautiful, and very, very well made. Anyway, anything made back in the day, in my opinion, is extremely well made. So for my meditative practice, what I try to do is to personalize my routine, right? That's what I do. And I find it's helpful. It makes me remember without it being a burden, without it being one of those things that needs to be done. And when I do my big cook, sort of like my batch cooking like I'm doing now, it's a wonderful, wonderful time to really exercise that meditative practice. And what I find with meditation is the benefit is amazing. It really improves my mental well-being, my physical well-being as well. I don't know why. I find myself much lighter after a long meditation. it does test my patience because one of the really good tricks is to leave it to slowly brown in lots and lots of good curry spice. So obviously made up of curry, turmeric, and some other little cumin spices. And what I try to do to make sure that I'm not impatiently stirring the pot, just waiting, because it's like watching paint dry. I just use that time to slice my onions, hand pound my ginger and pepper, because I find that hand pounding my ginger and pepper and garlic sort of gives it a rustic look and also brings out more of the flavor of both garlic and ginger. And then I start frying my onions in another part of the stove as the meat is browning. So I really like eating warm, hearty dishes like good curry in the autumn, right? It's very warm, it's enveloping, it's just giving you a big cuddle, right? It's really, the spice is warm and really slow building. So I tend to eat a lot of this sort of like stew dumpling, good curry, this kind of heavy dishes in the autumn winter time is really, really, really lovely. And it's just such a versatile dish, really, really versatile. Goat, by the way, is a very lean meat. This is something that I discovered. It's very, very lean. It really packs any fat, and it really retains and soaks up the delicious flavor of anything, almost anything that you cook it with. So my neighbor used to, on very festive days, make the biggest batch of goat curry, and she would just give it away, right? She would give it away to her neighbors, to her friends. That's how I developed this deep passion for goat curry. So drop in the comment below what you're cooking, what you are trying to use to while away the long, long dark nights. So again, back to crafting a meditation routine. So it's worked for me. The benefit far outweighs that need to continuously practice. And what it really does for me is it reconnects with myself. It's reconnecting with the self. So the concept of mindfulness and being present and being aware of my surrounding is quite helpful during the colder months. Well, for me, in my opinion. So here, what I try to, this is a trick that I learned. I've switched off the goat curry, and what I've done is I've cut my cilantro or coriander, as it is known here, and I just mix the goat curry with the coriander. I want it still green when it's time to eat it, because this will last for a couple of days, right? So that's why I switched off. So this is the end product. I switched off the fire. So delicious. And by the way, this goat curry lasted for no, it didn't. Well, it did. Not sure. Yeah, that's it. I just really hope you guys enjoyed this segment. I'm reaching out for the Italian handmade biscuits. We have this wonderful, wonderful Italian deli down the road from our house. Unbelievable. I try not to go there all the time because, believe me, I would be, I don't even want to talk about it, but I tend to go there maybe once a month to treat myself. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope to see and read your comments very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.